Morning, everyone. It's 8:35 on Tuesday, September the 12th, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 1446. Okay, so Asia and Europe are slightly higher, although Asia is very thinly traded. There are a bunch of holidays this week, and so several of the markets are not open. Let me just check to give you an idea of what they are. Okay, from the not open, um, Hong Kong is closed. China's Shanghai is closed. South Korean's Kospi is closed. So those will, limit the volume for certain. As far as our markets go, we were actually up 135 or so when I came down to the office, up 98 in the Nasdaq and 27 in the S&P. So it looked pretty decent. What's happening now is we're giving a bunch of it back. It's not overwhelming, but it is a little bit of weakness. So the Dow went from up 135 to up only 88 right now. The Nasdaq went from up 98 to up about 41, and the S&P went from up 27 to currently up 16. So, um, not a lot of news around this morning, no economic news, except to mention that the railroads may go on strike um, at the end of the week. That would be devastating, I think. It's supply chain issues would really raise their ugly head again, and, you know, anything that gets shipped by rail, a problem. That may be why the transportations were sharply lower while the rest of the markets were up Thursday and Friday. Bristol Myers looks like they get an FDA approval for one of their drugs, 7575, up 559 or 8%. Dan Loeb and Disney. Dan Loeb withdrawing his request that they spin off ESPN. There's really not much going on there. Disney's up 70 cents or 0.68%. The IBB, this is the bio ETF. There's talk about an executive offer from Joe Biden on bio and biomanufacturing coming down the line. This guy just wants to spend every single dollar that he can steal from the public and put it into, things that are of very little help to individuals. Um, that's really about it. It's kind of quiet. The chart on the screen is the dollar, and it continues to fall. And some of the beneficiaries here are things like gold and silver. Gold is up 1360, but silver is up 72. I explained last week's letter, and I mentioned it again last night on the charts with comments. But the ratio between gold and silver is really coming back into line. Not too quickly, but definitely coming in. We started a couple of weeks ago with it at 96, and as of this moment, we are 1741 divided by 1948, and that means that we have narrowed. We narrowed last week from 96 to 92, and now we're just a shade over 89. That is still a very high number. it could get back into the 60 to 70 range. I doubt it's going anywhere near its historic lows. We also have Bitcoin up another 920, 22,265, and Ethereum running a slow second up $14. So uh, pretty decent moves there. As far as the grains go, the corn and wheat are down a little, as are uh, and the soybean complex is higher. Not much, but a little bit. Crude oil is up 80 cents. It was down last night. Uh, got down to 85.16, but then turned around. Last is 87.58. That's still a pretty narrow range, but you can see it's definitely a higher low and a higher high. As I said last night, I'm looking for this 88.5 to 90 area as a problem, but you see the 5 day has definitely turned back to the upside. It'll take a couple of days for it to get anywhere near this 20, but it could easily happen. All right, everyone. Have a good day out there, and I'll be back later. By the way, I posted on the Discord site the uh, link to yesterday's conversations about charts and markets with Dale and I. Have a good